Okay, we're back again. Last time I was mentioning wanting to get recording to a file working, and specifically I wanted to do that through FFmpeg because I envision that we will hijack FFmpeg for some slightly more advanced functionality, like, you know, various codecs, or if you want to stream through an RTMP connection. I don't anticipate writing all that myself. I'm anticipating leveraging FFmpeg for that. And in order to leverage that, we're going to have to write to an FFmpeg. Well, yeah, I mean, what exactly we have to do is really the topic of today. Like, what is the precise thing we have to do to get that working? We'll open up the FFmpeg documentation again. I'm hoping today to scope a relatively specific test. So I have a bunch of unanswered questions about how this works. I just don't know really what exactly I have to do. And so I'm going to pick one of them, which is creating a frame manually. I think that's how I want to do it, yeah. Yeah, just creating a frame manually and trying to feed that to an encoder. I don't know if that will work, but we're going to try it out today. Hopefully that won't take too long. Not exactly feeling up to snuff today, but I already fell off the wagon with the last batch of videos, so I'm trying to stick to schedule. Where do we put this? That's my first question. I guess blend window does the blending, and then I think composite. The hell's happening here? Oh yeah, all windows in a screen. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, I think here. Process X events, composite the windows, and then send image to an FFmpeg encoder. Yeah. So what we'll have to do before that is we'll have to set up such an encoder. I'm hoping we can mostly crib from the audio stuff. Hopefully that won't require too much refactoring. Because what we'll need to grab from... Nope. Where is it? Thought it was in here somewhere. Oh, no. That's not how it works. Widgets. Here, yeah. So we set up a pipe to audio here. I don't know what'll happen if we try to write out to that file from two separate encoders. I don't know if they will compete with each other, or if... my question is basically, do you need to have multiple streams in a file? I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what you'll need to have. But what happens if you try to write to a file from two separate places? I said I would just do the experiment because I have a bunch of unanswered questions. So let's just do the experiment. So we'll get rid of that. We're not going to bother with that. And what we're going to do is we're going to... We don't need a probe for an audio device. I think what we need to do is just pipe video. Video input TI text. And we'll say We have input and output, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to do the experiment. But what I'm expecting is that I will have to have a format context, which inside there is a stream for audio and a stream for video. That's what I'm expecting will go down. Yeah. Recording input. Oh. Yeah, the verb, right, not the adjective. I think this should be easier, relatively easy to refactor. So we're gonna have a format context. What the hell is the IO context? Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, well, we'll still do the experiment, but I wonder if we will get kind of like the same, so to speak, IO context. But okay, I don't think we need to store that though, right? Like, that's not used anywhere else. Let's clean that up real quick. Construct AVIO context IOC, I guess. But yeah, I will need a codec. Codec context, codec. Yeah, I mean, I guess the packet... no, how does this happen? Packet goes to frame, I think, and then frame... So you get a packet from the input context, which... I mean, why am I guessing? Yeah, so you receive a packet... No, read encoded data from the encoder. Oh, okay. So I guess packet is the interface between a codec and a format, and frame is the interface between codecs, I guess. Okay, that's fantastic naming. This is top tier, elite. AV read frame, but you don't get a frame, you get a packet. Yeah, okay, so packet is the interface between a format and a codec, whereas a frame is the interface between codecs. Okay, sure. Sure. I think... How do we want to do this? I think we need that as well. In fact, I should probably save it up here. Why do I not? No. Okay. To do, why am I doing this? Love to see it. Oh, because there's a frame. Wait, what? I have a frame in here. Why do I have a packet here? Send the frame to all output devices. I see. Why? I guess just so we don't have to keep reallocating packets, we just reuse the same one. Yeah, sure. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so I guess we'll need a packet. I think we'll need a frame as well. Right, so we keep the frame here. I mean, okay. Sure. I guess that's fine. That kind of makes sense, I guess, because you get a frame from an input encoder. So it's kind of like, I mean, we're not supporting multiple codecs within an input. We're supporting very little at the moment, frankly, and probably will for quite a substantial period of time. But in our current setup, audio input, a format has one codec, so you tie the frame, which comes from the format, you tie that to the input, but you may have multiple outputs. I'm not sure why I did it that way. Am I going to split streams into separate audio inputs? I mean, that's somewhat reasonable, I guess. I guess kind of I envisioned doing recording, not reading from a file. But I guess I could just split that into multiple. I don't know. Again, I'm getting off track. I want to scope this down. I want to do this experiment, see what happens, and then revisit it when it doesn't work. Yeah, we need a pipe video, but before that, yeah. Do we only need to do this during pipe video? What do we do before we launch the audio thread? So this launches the audio thread, I think. Yeah, it does. There it is. Yeah, I don't think we need to do this stuff unless we wanted to write a fake format for our video stream. We're reading audio by using FFmpeg, but we're reading video just by using X directly. So I don't actually think we need to do any of this.